Today we're going to take a look at a digital pinball table made by Monster Arcades. We're going to start from the bottom and work our way up, show you some of the features that are on this particular table. It's got 1/8" steel reinforced legs that have been sandblasted and powder coated. Each leg has a leg leveler, so no matter what room you put it in, you don't have to worry about it being wobbly or out of square. We've taken care of that. If you look at the front of the cabinet, has a false coin door, adds to the authentic look of the system. It's got a digital plunger kit from Nanotech Technology, so when you're playing your future pinball, visual pinball, it's going to recognize it just like it's the real deal. Which also adds a bump feature, tilt feature to the cabinet, so when you're playing, you can nudge the cabinet and you're going to see it reflect in the play of the game. If you look a little closer, up top, this particular system has a main panel. So you can play, 2 players head-to-head on your favorite main games. It's got a trackball, spinner knob, so it's capable of playing all your old favorites. And if you look at the cabinet shell itself, it's made out of birch, but we use a carbon fiber laminate overlay, so it gives it a real slick and high-end look to it. If you look up a little closer at the top, the first monitor, it's a 42-inch LCD 120 Hertz monitor. It's covered with a 1/4-inch tempered glass, so you don't have to worry about harming the monitor. The glass will take the abuse. If you look up top at the trans light on the pinball table, it's actually a 28-inch LCD screen, and it's also features tempered glass to protect it from any harm. It's also got integrated speakers right below the monitor. It's got black T-molding, which you can choose your own, configuration. We can make it smaller or larger. You can choose your laminates, your colors, from top to bottom, you can choose the way you want it set up. But we're going to get a little closer now, and we're going to show you some of the features of the table, while it's playing. And here's a look at the digital pinball table in its front end for future pinball and visual pinball. This particular unit has hyper pin front end, so you get a great menu system. You can select the tables by the flipper button. You can load literally hundreds of tables on one system, so you're not stuck or limited to one table like a traditional pinball. And if you look up top, when you switch out the game, it also changes out the trans light. So we're going to start one of these up, and you can see how it plays firsthand. And here's a look at one of the tables in action. We'll start playing it in just a second. If you notice the plunger, when I pull it back, it recognizes however fast or soft I let it loose. Take a peek right here, we're going to let it rip. And then the flipper buttons on each side recognize just like a normal pinball table. We're going to trap the ball down here. And if you look at the ball, I'm going to smack the cabinet on the side, and you'll see the tilt sensor firsthand. When I smack the cabinet, you can see it wobbles the ball, which is a really cool feature from Nanotech. And then when you're done with your game, you just hit exit, and you go back out into the front end, and you can select a new table. This part of the front end system is built for the MAME and console emulators. Now keep in mind, we do not sell these tables with any games or image files on them. We supply the build out and the setup of the front end, which you can go to Google and find just about any of the pinball software or MAME or console emulator software in ROMs free of charge. So just Google that you can give us a call or check out our website for more details at monsterarcades.com. But we're going to go through the front end here a little bit and show you how it works. This is the play field, which the MAME is going to be set at cocktail mode, so it's going to flip everything at 90 degrees if it's not supported. If you look up at the top, the translite of the pinball table is actually going to play your console games, so because they do not support the screen tilting or flipping. So it's the best of both worlds on this particular table. But we'll go through the front end and show you, how easy it is to use. You can go through and pick MAME, emulated games. You can even load your personal MP3 collection on here and use it as a jukebox or karaoke files. But we're just going to go to like some of the last played games. And if you scroll through here, it'll just show the games that have been played. And all you have to do is add your personal ROM collection or pinball tables and you're set to go, which this particular table is capable of playing over 30,000 games with the consoles, the MAME, and the pinball setup. All you have to do is find them off the web and load them on and you're good to go. So, like I said, give us a call and we'll be happy to help you. Thanks.